So would you believe me that there is now a platform that can take text and turn it into video? Now I know we're used to seeing AI generative images, text to image, but now we have some new software companies popping up saying that they can do text to video, which of course is the next kind of big step when it comes to generative AI. So I would like to introduce you to Pika, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So here is their announcement on Pika's blog. The website is pika.art/blog. But you can read this. They have raised quite a bit of money, and I have gotten the ability to test them out. And I believe by the time this video comes out, you will have that ability as well to sign up. But kind of want to show it off here, show how it works. So Pika, the homepage, you actually get showed what everybody else has been creating when it comes to the software. So kind of basic understanding, you have a prompt, and then that prompt is put in and creates a video based on the prompt. Each video is 3 seconds, but you do have the chance to add another 4 seconds to that. So as you can see, we have a guy snowboarding down a hill. You can see this prompt was extremely long and detailed. Again, with this, much like text to image, the longer and more detailed the prompt is, the better result you will get. So there's a bunch of different ones. We have apocalyptic Earth, which looks really cool. One thing to remember, of course, these videos have never existed before. They were created by the generative AI on the back end, that which I think is an important thing to remember. One really cool one I wanted to show was this one. So this is a coffee mug in a Pixar style, and I think it did a great job at doing exactly what the prompter was looking for. I mean, that's perfection. If you even consider the amount of time animation would have to be done or would take to create this, I mean, if we can use generative AI to do some of the simple tasks that humans don't like to do, such as little animation of this teacup, we can definitely, it'll definitely be a very interesting future we are moving into. But there is a bunch of others, and you can go through and look at all these. These are all open to you. But what I want to show is, so if you click on My Library, you can see the videos that you have done. So I should mention before we get too far, they have added a plan now. So right now I'm on the free plan, the basic plan. It gives me 300 credits in total to play around with. Doesn't give you much of the other items though. So the next one up is $10 a month. You get 1,050 credits, and that renews every month, and you get the watermark removed. So if you want to use this for commercial being or somewhere where you don't want the watermark, you would then have to pay. And then, of course, you have Pro at $60 a month, which is kind of the power user type plan. But like I said, just start at basic. It's fun to start. You can give it a try. Each video is 15 credits that you create, so keep that in mind when it comes to your credit usage. So I have a couple different ones I've created here. So this one, for example, is 3D animation talking about cryptocurrency. And you can see it did a pretty good job at doing that. And this is actually the one that I extended. So the first 3 seconds are great, but then you can kind of tell after the 3 seconds that I extended it to, it gets a little bit off. Now, again, this is still in very early beta. There's still we're at version 1.0, so this will get better over time, much like, say, Midjourney did with text-to-image generation. But what you can do is down here in the bottom, you can kind of describe what story you want. So let's do Pixar. That was about right. Pixar style Winter Wonderland. I know that's one word, but we'll just go with that for now. As you can see over here, you can see the image is going to start generating soon. It does take a little while to generate, but that's not expected. With generative images, we usually tend to see it pretty quick now, but when it first started out, it was pretty slow. So I will let that continue to generate. Some things you can do while it generates is retry and reprompt if you want to give it different options while that generates, but we'll look down here. So one of the cool things you can do is you can actually upload an image or a video that you want it kind of to extend or add something to. So that's very cool. Then you have some options down here in the right hand side. So you have video options, so you can choose your aspect ratio based on what you want it. So I'm just doing 16:9 now, but say you wanted to create a TikTok video or something, you could do 9:16. And then frames per second, currently they go up to 24. I definitely see this number rising in the future as the model continues to get better and improve, but that's where we are at now. Then you also have motion control, which I kind of thought was cool to see on a newer generative AI tool. But you can actually kind of move the camera around to get an idea of different places in the video and stuff like that. You can zoom in, you can rotate, a whole bunch of different things you can do when it comes to the camera control. And then you also have some more settings here. You can do negative prompt, so you can tell it kind of like what you want, very detailed wise. And then you have the seed, so you could seed it in with something as well. So that is your options at the moment. Again, even since when I first got access to this back in December, it has changed quite a bit. So they are definitely updating it as we speak. But as you can see here, our video is done. And it created a winter wonderland, and I'm not exactly sure what it tried to create there, but it kind of looks like it was a bird that turned into a snowman, into a yeti. I don't know, interesting. But again, you know, we could be more detailed in the prompt that will give us a better image there. But I definitely like the scenery, definitely makes it look like a Pixar movie. A couple of different things you can do here. You can add the 4 seconds, you can upscale to make it a larger format, and you can edit. So if you do the edit, it'll actually bring it back down here, your prompt, tell you your image size, and then you could actually modify the region you want, or you could also extend the canvas in certain ways. So, of course, we did 16:9 already, but you could switch them out if you wanted to. Let's just show the extend here quick. So let's try to add 4 seconds. Now I have noticed this has taken some time in the past, and we'll have to re-hit it down here again. And let it go here. But we'll see if it's gotten, if it's improved any since the last time I had done it. Another one I had done recently too was a winter's day in Egypt. I didn't know exactly what it was going to do with that. I kind of thought maybe it would add snow and make it more of a winter wonderland, but it actually didn't. It kept it pretty straight on with what a winter day in Egypt would look like. So, thought that was kind of cool. You know, again, very, very simple prompts, and this is done without any prompt engineering or anything like that. So, you can kind of imagine how well and how good things could get over time if you came up with the correct prompt. If you click on your name, you can see how many credits you have, and then you can kind of go in and talk about, go to like pricing, profile, stuff like that. One of the cool things you can do with the videos too is you can share them. So you can actually just copy the link there, or if you want to share to X or Facebook, you can there as well. If you guys end up getting access and creating something cool, hey, put the link down in the comments, and we can take a look at it and see what other people think and what everybody's able to create on this new endeavor of a platform we have in front of us. But like I said, this takes a little while, especially when adding more time to it, because it is, it is creating a 3D animation video from scratch. This video has never existed anywhere on the internet before, so it there's a lot of GPU power that is needed in the background to create that, not only using the AI, but also just creating the video in itself. But again, all the ones you create, I believe, are open to the public, so just keep that in mind. If you go to the paid version, I'm sure that you will be able to keep some of them quiet, much like with Midjourney. Okay, let's see how this one turned out. Let's see what our monster actually turns into. Interesting. So it kind of changed the entire scene there. So again, not perfect, but still kind of, it is quite funky. And kind of cool to watch, just to see what the AI was trying to come up with and think, which is just really neat. Again, if you were to download this, you would have the watermark unless you paid for the other versions. We can try an upscale on this one as well. Upscale, we'll put it in a little bit better resolution format. Again, you'll have to be careful with your credits around here too, though, because they will go away quick when playing around. Then again, with the upgrade, it's only $10 a month to get a handful more, so that's not bad. You can't really complain about that. It allows us, pretty much anybody that wants to use the tool, the ability to do so. Now, of course, I'm sure this one's going to take... Oh, it had started, then it stopped, and now it's started again. So I think that's an important thing to mention too. You know, like I said before, it is not perfect, but it is improving as the days and weeks go on. So let's see what this did. Okay. So we had the full 7-second video, and it has been upscaled to, I believe it is 1080p, but let's take a, try to take a look here. Let's download it and see what the actual file size is for that video. So it is frame width of 25 by 2560 by 1440. So roughly, would that be about 2K resolution at 24 frames per second. So again, just that's even been one of the new items that they've added in the last couple weeks. So again, this is growing quite fast, and it will continue to improve. But well, let me know what you guys create down in the comments, and of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more great AI content. We'll see you all in the next one.